Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
Party! Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
This is Clement. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run, it's Clement. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 23 yards on the play.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Rosen. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there. And he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 76 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Clement. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offense.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 83 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, 89 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Hut! Hut!
Looking to throw on second down. Malone. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On third down, Malone. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And taken right at the 35. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Gun! 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 Over! 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 Hut!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Going up top, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 8.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. To throw on second down. Malone. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on first down. Malone. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Now McKinnon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. McKinnon. He's to the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. And I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But this is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Rosen to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Malone. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's McKinnon. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on 3rd down. Malone. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They run it with McKinnon. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Jarek McKinnon, 34 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action here with Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 63 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Rosen. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's when the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Ohio! Ohio!
And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Malone. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley. Now the ball comes loose. Brought an alert 49er, able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. What? 9. What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Malone. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Malone flushed out right. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. from the gun. Malone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know their playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now it's Rosen. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Throwing again, it's Rosen. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. On the carry, here's Clement. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they got to get to the line quickly. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Flex round!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Malone, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
Now, Barney.
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One final shot here for Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get another road date next week, as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.